guys, Stephanie here with a little self-care stretch for you. So find a little bit of space. You're going to need a wall and option to have pillows or bolsters handy. So if you don't have bolsters, you can either stuff 2 pillows in 1 pillowcase, or what I usually do when I'm at home is I will grab several pillows off of my couch. So however you deem appropriate to use these props is the right way. Other than that, get ready to slow down, breathe deeply, and feel good in your body. Let's do this. So let's get started. We're going to start in a kneeling position, and we're going to tuck the toes behind us, getting a stretch underneath the toes. This can be uncomfortable. Your 86-year-old self will thank you for this. So splaying those toes out behind us, allowing the tailbone to reach toward the earth. I'd like for us to inhale those arms high and exhale them to heart center. Once more, inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Maybe those toes are starting to speak to you. That's okay, we let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Repeating after me. I am full of light. I am enough. 2 more times. I am full of light. I am enough. Last time. I am full of light. I am enough. Release the palms to the floor. Untuck those toes. Ooh, slowly release that position. Go ahead, tap the feet out. And from here, walk your hands forward. Send your chest toward the mat. Keep your pelvis over your knees. And allow your forehead to come to the ground. So in this posture, we can roll over the forehead, self-soothing here, head to the earth. Still inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And when you're ready, press into the arms, release the head, walk it back, finding child's pose. Take those arms behind you and round over the thighs. Maybe wiggle that bottom jaw, open the mouth, sigh through the mouth. Relax the shoulders, relax the back. Feel your entire back body expanding, releasing, and just dripping off the legs and into the floor. Feel a beautiful stretch across the mid and low back when we inhale deeply, expanding the diaphragm against our thighs. This nurturing breath, keeping us healthy, keeping us safe, keeping us present in the moment. coming out of this, pressing the palms and restacking the spine. Shift off onto your right hip and sweep those legs out in front of you. Now this is a great place to have maybe some couch pillows handy if you don't have a bolster. I'm going to grab a bolster because when I need a nice slow deep stretch, I really don't want to put work in. So we're going to sit on our sit bones nice and tall, and we're going to inhale, lengthen. These legs don't need to be super wide apart. And you do have the option to stack some couch pillows or have that bolster, or don't have anything at all. Just exhale, lengthen forward. Maybe today this is as far as you need or want. Maybe pressing against the legs, keeping that heart lengthening forward. Imagining the pelvis sinking down into the ground. Inhaling and then fully exhaling. If your head was facing one way or the other, go ahead and change sides. If you're just in center, we're halfway there. Keep inhaling, expanding through the back body as well, and exhaling, releasing tension. Inhaling long to slowly come back up to a seated position. We're going to square off over the right leg and fold forward on that exhale. So again, try to keep that heart open. Your shoulder blades are pressing forward towards your sternum. And then we support ourselves as we lengthen straight and then round when we can't go any further. We want to think about that opposite hip sinking into the ground nice and heavy. You might feel this stretching through your low back or your hip. This is again a great place where if you would like, we inhale, lengthen, and melt over a bolster or some couch pillows stacked for your head to arrive on. Taking a moment to let go of your day. Even if your day has been spent in the same room, this is a different space for you, for self-care. Now, as we sink deeper into these stretches, you may notice that you no longer need all of the pillows or the bolster, or maybe you can lengthen further and suddenly you're able to grab your foot or your calf. Just allowing yourself to be aware of these changes, not expecting them or forcing them, but noticing them. And on your next exhale, slowly walk it up. Come through center. Maybe notice how your sides are feeling. And when you're ready, inhale. That chest squares off over the left leg. We're sitting on top of our sit bones. Low tummy is pulled in. And you can lengthen forward. That chest leads. Option to have pillows handy. And your sides will likely feel different. Just noticing that. Understanding that if we continue with a regular practice or regular stretches, that some of that asymmetry can be alleviated. But there's nothing wrong with it. We're all different. We're all asymmetrical. And knowing which sides are tighter or different is helpful. Finding a moment to appreciate your body, appreciate the safe space for you to be stretching in. Remember to inhale fully, expanding, and exhaling, letting any tension, any negative thoughts, anything that doesn't serve you right now, let it go. And walking it back up. We're going to take any pillows that we have. Again, you don't need any props. We're going to find staff pose. So we're sitting nice and tall on those sit bones. Just kind of navigating what those hamstrings are feeling like. Sitting up nice and tall, energy through the feet. And on the inhale, we're going to begin folding forward. Now you may even like to have a pillow under your knees so that we can round and melt over the thighs. Feeling this all the way down the back in the side body. So it depends on what you're looking to stretch to. Do you want to tap more in the back? Do you have pillows accessible? And inhaling it up. Let's go ahead and remove any props you might have been using. And now we're going to back up to a wall. So if you have a couch pillow, if you have a blanket, if you don't have a yoga mat, you may want to place one on the floor, because we're going to bring our shin against the wall, knee on the ground. Bring the opposite foot forward, 90-degree angle through the front here. And then we're going to lift up, press palms into the thigh, and sit up nice and tall. Now, if this isn't enough, you can also tuck your toes on the wall. And once we're ready, we can bring it forward, untuck those toes, and let's change sides. So your opposite knee comes to the ground, your shins, the tops of your feet, the tops of your foot comes to the wall. Set that opposite leg out nice and solid in front of you. And inhale to feel that stretch. Try to stay square. Try to keep your hips on the same plane, so don't sink or drop. We actively press through that front foot. And if you press into the wall behind you, you might even feel more of an opening there. Again, you do have the option to tuck those toes, ooh, to really open up through the meat of that quadricep. Find a little bit of patience. Breathe, let go. Filling in, and then fully exhaling. Okay, we're going to shift to legs up the wall. You're welcome to have a blanket for your head if you would like, or something underneath your bum to lift the hips a bit higher, but I'm going to bring my sit bones to the wall and send my legs straight up. Feet are relaxed. So this is a bit of an inversion, allowing the blood to return to the heart and the head. Just taking a moment here to feel our bodies calming, maybe feeling our heart rate slow down, maybe eventually feeling the feet even grow a bit colder. Allowing the sound of your breath to wash over you like an ocean. So we're going to bring our right leg, cross it over the left quad, and then draw your other leg, the leg that's on the wall, down to find a bent position. Now you're welcome to scooch a little bit away from the wall if that's more comfortable. But finding this reclined pigeon or figure four stretch. You may want to press that thigh away. You may want to reach through and hug it in. I prefer to let that wall help me get deep into this stretch. Pressing the wall foot into the wall and allowing that to bring my opposite leg closer toward my chest. Think of lengthening your tailbone toward the wall. Now relax your shoulders and chest. Find that ocean breath. Slowly begin allowing the sole of the foot that's on your thigh to fall over to that same side. Sinking that opposite shoulder into the ground below you. And on your next exhale, we help those legs come back up and we press the low back into the ground. Inhale, send those legs up, give them a little shake. Ooh, the wobbly wobbly's the fun part. And we cross the opposite leg over the opposite quad and bring the wall foot closer toward our tail. There's several rounds of breath here. You're welcome to close your eyes. Feel the air against your skin. Feel your inhales pressing back. And when you're ready, we'll slowly allow the sole of the foot closest to your chest to begin falling toward the floor. And looking the other direction. On your next exhale, begin helping those legs to return, pressing the back into the floor. Option to grab the outsides of the feet or peace sign fingers around those big toes and iron the spine as we kick into a gentle happy baby. And finding a little massage here, rocking side to side. And release. We'll come away from the wall. You are welcome to have a blanket handy. You're welcome to have your pillows or bolsters handy. We'll be heading into Shavasana here in a moment. But first, we're going to hug both of the thighs in against our chest. We're going to iron the spine into the ground. We're going to relax the head heavy into the earth. And now melt the shoulder blades into the ground. Relax the ankles. Inhale, lift the eyebrows, and exhale, imagine them just sliding down your temples. Inhale, tongue sinks to the back of the throat, your jaw just gets soft. Heart heavily drips toward the floor. Your tail reaches away from your ribs. Inhale, send the legs away from you. Send the hands overhead. Exhale, squeeze them in. Head comes up. Nice tight little ball. Inhale. Exhale, press low back into the mat. Squeeze, get smaller. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale long. Exhale. Inhale long. Exhale. And release the legs. Palms press against the tops of the thighs. Push your legs away from you. The bit of traction will create space between the vertebrae. Rock your head from side to side. And centering it off. Gently release. Now you're welcome to come into corpse pose, straight legs, straight arms. You have the option to place pillows or a bolster under the knees. You have the option to place a blanket under your head or even cover yourself in one. Just feeling a little bit of soothing pressure and warmth. Palms open toward the ceiling. Legs fall open away from one another. Finding some things to be grateful for here. Our health. Our innate goodness. A safe space to hold our practice in. A beautiful body to move. Taking a deep inhale, and on the exhale, sigh. Muscles dripping off of bones. Finding your final Shavasana. to wiggle the fingers and toes, circling the ankles and the wrists. Shifting off to one side or the other. Filling up with light on the inhales. Feeling contentment in the present on the exhales. And coming to a seated position. When we're ready, sweep the arms out to the side and we inhale. On the exhale, hug yourself, round the spine, stretch across the scapula. Love, love, love. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, wrap, squeeze. Inhale. And exhale, other arm on top. Coming back to a seated position, sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale. Palms press, bring them to heart center. Repeat after me. I am full of light. I am enough. Opening the eyes. Thank you so much for taking care of yourself with me today. Continue to be gentle with yourself. Till next time.